shots, you get a toaster.
12 shots, you get a toaster. Oh, I gotta remember that.
Not
one.
a joke. It's not a
Can
joke.
you do that in your?
You get a stamp every time you get you got the 2 vaccines, you get a stamp for the booster. There's another booster coming. If you get to 12, you get a toaster.
Take the whole family with you and get 12 and get a toaster.
Well, I'll tell you one thing, in New York, boy, are they tough. Everywhere you go, you have to show your vaccine card, you have to wear a mask. But I don't know, we were to play on Saturday or Sunday. One of the days, I don't remember. It must have been Saturday afternoon. We went to a play and there were just so many people in there. Wow, it was unbelievable.
I've been going to a College of Charleston basketball game. Nobody has a mask on.
Well, they were really strict everywhere we went, restaurants, everywhere, every building we went in, shopping, whatever, it was really, really strict.
Well, Charleston, something's wrong here. You wouldn't even, I had friends from New York, you wouldn't even know there's a pandemic.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll do one more thing.
Where'd Mike go? We can sing a song.
You can.
You
Me.
can sing a song. Did y'all sing Hanukah songs?
But then,
Yeah, I've got one more here that we'll share tonight if you want to listen to it. So we got a West Side Story Hanukkah song, which I don't think we shared, but we'll share that one later if we'd like to hear it.
I saw that. That's really nice.
So
Mike, you have what I sent you that I think would be very
I've got
nice.
it. I've got it.
Good.
I've got it open already. So Raj, Betty, you'd appreciate it. Joe Engel wants to join the group.
Oh, I'd be so happy. Every
So-
time I see Joe, I sing to him. Oh, you're so.
Well, he wanted to join. So Joe is a survivor, and he's very, very prominent here in town. They've got a street named after him, and
Wow.
so. But I had to get Mike Engel to hook him up.
When is
So I
he
don't know.
going to come in?
I don't know. It really depends on Mike if he's going to.
I think I'll call him up and tell him.
Yeah, call him and tell him, because
I will.
maybe he can just come over your house. I don't know. Somehow he's got to do it somehow.
Well, they can come here. I can call Michael.
Yeah. So maybe 2 weeks from now, because he really Shirley saw him at Shirley did a Holocaust thing for a class that came down here from Greenville,
Yeah,
and he was there too. And
he's amazing.
he's amazing. He's amazing. He really is.
Gets up every Shabbos in synagogue and he tells them about the Holocaust. When they, close the ark and they get up, the president gets up. He gets up every time to that congregation and tells them it should never happen again. He lost his whole family, y'all.
Well, he's just great. And
Yes, he goes to
when he heard about this, when Shirley told him about this, he was just absolutely says, "I got to go do this. I want to do this." So, but somebody has to help him.
Tomorrow, and I'll call Michael.
Yeah, give him a call, and they'll come on in 2 weeks.
I will.
So it's about 8 o'clock, a little after 8 o'clock. So I suggest we get going. I want to welcome everybody to tonight's Yiddish live session. We've been going now since what century? June of 2020. So it's probably 18 months already that we've been doing these every other week. And we've had a lot of fun, a lot of participation. Hey, Abe, I just saw Mike came on. So he'll see him in a minute. I just get a little distracted here, but Mike Glazer and Abe Farkas were both pledge brothers of mine at Purdue, so at Sammy House. So Mike, meet Abe. Anyway,
How are you?
I'm sorry for sidetracking. So let me just talk a little bit about the ground rules tonight. I'd like everybody to keep themselves on mute if they can. And if we get too much side noise, I will put everybody on mute, and then you just hit the space bar if you want to talk. If you want to talk, raise your hand, or you can actually do under reaction and raise hand like this. And what happens is when you do it that way, you come on the upper left-hand side of my screen, so I always know. Now I've got a 7x7, so I can see everybody. Sometimes, you know, you only have 5x5 or something. You can't see anybody. So also, I'm not gonna make any corrections here, but if you just have things like iPhone or whatever on your name, I'd really appreciate it if you would put your full name. So we know who you are, because this way we do record the session. And this way we know who was talking. And sometimes people want to know, hey, who was this person? Who was this other person? So I do want to make an announcement here that has been agreed to, and we're going to get more information on this coming next 2 months. But the Yiddish Book Association, which I think you've all heard, is going to partner with us. And so we're going to promote them. They're going to promote us. And in January, their executive director is going to come and speak with us and share a little bit about what they do. But I think a lot of you have seen a lot of the information that runs on email and online about the Yiddish Book Association. And you know, I've learned a lot about them in the last couple of weeks, and they're going to be a huge asset for us, and I think will be a big asset for them. So that's where we are for terms of welcoming you. I just want to make one last thing is that we are sponsored by the Federation of Jewish Men's Club. We're one of about a half a dozen or so affinity groups, and every once in a while we have something that might be interesting. I'll put that out also in our weekly mail. So I'm going to hand this over to Joe. You're up in my upper left-hand corner. See if there's any new people that we could introduce.
I would love to. Hi, everybody. Shalom Aleichem.
Welcome, Shalom.
Thank you. Thank you.
Lechem shalom.
And if we have some new friends, either raise your hand or hit the hand button on your screen. Anybody pop up, Michael?
I don't see anybody raising their hand, so I think we're all old timers here. And I still don't know who Linda
For
is.
yourself.
Speak for myself, right? So
Does everyone have their name on their screen?
You have it?
I got my name.
I don't know who Linda's last name, what Linda's last name is, or Morris's last name, but I think that pretty much everybody else is here.
Okay. Well, then why don't we ask Lamme Freden, eine, was ist schon mit uns abgeholt, zu sagen uns ein bisschen von der Mischproche und wie das gelernt deine Yiddish. And Marshall Forbes.
Ja,
Wolltest du uns erzählen ein bisschen von deiner Sprache? Wie hast du gelernt dein Yiddish?
oh, mein Tate geboren gewesen in Orler in Poland und die Mama in a klein Dorf Postville or Postvalice in Lithuania. Sie ist zugekommen zu Amerika in 1909 besonder und hat geheiratet 1919 und zugekommen zu Omaha, Nebraska in 1921 und reingegangen in ein Geschäft, eine Bäckerei mit mein Tates Bruder, mein Vetter, und hat ein Geschäft dort für efter 50 Jahre. Ich bin, ich habe alle, meine Schwester und mein Bruder hat gestorben. Ich bin jetzt allein und ich habe nicht kein Weib. Mein Weib ist auch gestorben.
Wie wohnst du jetzt, Marshall?
In Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Ich bin ein Apotheker oder gewesen ein Apotheker. Ich habe gearbeitet auf der Profession 60 Jahre.
Ich verstehe nicht. Was hast du gemacht?
Apteker,
Ein Apotheker, Pharmacist.
Ah,
pharmacist.
A pharmacist?
Mhm.
Oh,
Shane.
Schön. En ausgelernt Jiddisch von der Mama, der Tate und der Menschen, was hat zugekommen von nach der Shoah. Sie hat reingekommen in eine Bakery und von sie habe ich gelernt ein bisschen.
Und die hast aufgewachsen in Omaha?
Yes. Ja.
Und
Ja.
die hast Kinder jetzt?
4 Kinder, 1 Sohn, 3 Töchter, 10 Enkelach und 4 Urenkelach.
aha.
Wow.
Shinahara.
Thank you for being with us.
Vielen
Did-
Dank.
Now, you were able to share most of that, all of that in Yiddish. Quite a few of our members don't have that ability. So if I can ask, when people tell us a little bit about themselves, maybe a line or two in Yiddish and then a line or two in English translated, so we all can understand each other.
Okay.
Gloria Adelson,
Yes,
is the mir heren?
Bissell,
Gloria,
yes.
kennst du zogen ein bisschen von deinem gesprochen, wie das gelernt dein Jiddisch?
9,
Okay, tell us, zogen ein bisschen in English.
oh,
Grew up with
okay.
Gloria.
With Gloria.
Schreibman.
Oh, Gloria.
Um, Hey,
Big ones
Betty,
together.
hey, Rosalind.
Hey,
Um,
Gloria.
my
Gloria and I are
grand-
the same age. We grew up.
You know, they wanted to know that, Rosalind.
I know, Gloria.
I'm
You're
so-
gonna love these Yiddish kites. They're wonderful.
I know, I've been on it for a while. Okay, my my paternal grandfather came from Russia. My maternal grandfather came from Romania. Both of my grandmothers were born in the United States. I live in Charleston, South Carolina.
Can you?
I have one sibling, no children.
Like all over here.
Anything else?
You said you have one daughter, one child?
No, one sibling, no children.
Ah,
One sister. I have a sister
okay.
and
So are you
3
an aunt?
nieces.
Bist du a Tante?
Yes.
Wie viel Kinder hat deine Schwester?
Gloria, how many children did your sister have? Oh.
I'm sorry, dry,
Yiddish.
Thank you, Roz.
dry.
Betty, thank you.
Gloria's not gonna understand Yiddish.
You just said drei.
Yeah. I'm sorry, dry, yeah.
Hey, Joe,
And I
hey,
have
Joe,
to shift gears. I
Michael,
just came off of Hebrew.
okay.
Gloria.
Thank you for
Joe,
sharing, Gloria.
a bunch of people have come on since we started. You may want to ask again about if there's anybody that's new, because I don't recognize everybody, but then not that good.
Okay.
You're
Any-
great.
We have any new faces with us?
First timers.
First, Alex Goldus?
Yes.
Alex, sag uns ein bisschen von deiner Mischproche. Wie wohnst du jetzt? Und wie hast du gelernt dein Jiddisch?
Jo, ich bin Alex Czelminski. Ich bin geboren gewesen in Mexico City. Meine Mischproche ist gekommen in Mexiko, von Russland und Polen in den 20er Jahren, weil die Vereinigten Staaten hat verweigert, zu lassen, Jeden zu kommen in Amerika. Es ist gewesen ein Gesetz gegen jüdische Immigranten in die Vereinigten Staaten, so viele
Alex?
Jeden.
Wait.
Alex?
Can you
Halt
go-
das, Alex,
Ja,
Zugens jetzt, was das gesagt in Yiddish, in English.
Okay, my name is Alex Cholminsky. I was born in Mexico City. My family came to Mexico from Russia and Poland at a time when the US had closed its borders to immigrants. And many people came to Cuba and the Caribbean, South America in the hope of making it to the States and never made it, and they stayed there. That's how I ended up. I ended up being born there. Yeah.
And how did you get to the States?
Ich bin gewesen verlobt mit einer amerikanische Mädel in das hebräische Universität in Jerusalem. Sie ist gewesen dort für 9 Jahre und wir haben einander kennengelernt und sie hat gewollt studieren das Masters at Tufts University. So wir sind gewesen und in Amerika zurückgekommen, ja.
Now share that in English, please.
Yeah, I met a beautiful woman in a classroom at the Hebrew University in Jerusalem who was from Lexington, Massachusetts. She came from a 1-year program. She stayed there for 3 years, and then she wanted to get her master's at Tufts University, and that's how I ended up here.
Very
Wie
nice.
wohnt ihr jetzt?
Ich wohne in Newton, Massachusetts.
Ah,
Yeah.
sehr gut.
Yeah.
Sehr gut. Und wie viele Kinder hast du?
Ich habe 3 Kinder und in 4 Monaten mein erster Hanukah.
Ah, sehr gut, sehr
Yeah.
good. Welcome.
Hey, Hanukah.
Was Yiddish your first language?
No, Spanish. But my grandparents lived upstairs, and so I picked up some of the Yiddish that way, and I fell in love with the language, honestly. Yeah.
And Carol, I think you've been with us before. Carol, what's your last name?
Jacobs. I've been with you before.
Okay, but now that I've got you, zugens a bissele, bestellens a bissele von deinem Mischbuch und wie hast du gelernt ein Yiddish?
Oy vey. Ich habe 3 zien. Ich habe 7 Einikel euch gesehen. Yes, man macht nicht von der Mädel. Ich habe gelernt meine Yiddish von meiner Baba. Und wenn ich gearbeitet mit hasidische Families, sie hat gefragt mir, wie hat sie gelernt deine Yiddish? And they had mir gesagt, als ich read a very old-fashioned European Yiddish. And ich habe geantwortet, ich habe es gelernt in meiner alte, old-fashioned European grandmother. So that's.
Wie wohnst du jetzt?
New York.
In Mann?
No, hat gestoppt. Hat gestoppt 11 Jahren yesterday.
Correct.
Hat gekannt reden Yiddish?
Sick, yeah. 11 Jahren sick yesterday.
Welcome. Who else do we have? Any new faces? Any first timers?
I am here. Here is
Alex Goldus.
I can't see him.
Yeah, I've got him. Alex. Go ahead, Alex.
I didn't
Nah?
I didn't know.
Oven.
My name is
Oven.
Ich bin Alex Goldus. Ich bin geboren near Kiev, a Shtetl Zhytomyr, where Hasidim movement is given stark Hasidim movement. And ich bin living in America, dry infectious years, urine, dry infectious years.
Now tell us what you said in English.
I was born in Zhytomyr town near Ukraine, capital of Ukraine, Kiev, 80 miles southwest of Kiev. And it was a very strong Hasidim presence and in our city. And I live in America 43 years. Ik ben gekomen zum Michigan, Detroit, and ik ben ik still arbeid. Ik ben 71 jaar.
71.
Ich habe zwei Tochters and one Zin, ein Zin,
3 daughters.
and 4 Enkel. Ich,
Hey, sehr schön.
danke. Ich still I'm arbeiten, and I'm in Zimmer in Florida. And
Was sagen der Arbeit? Was
was
sagen der Arbeit?
ich bin ein Ingenieur.
Okay.
An engineer in a car, automotive car. Pardon?
Detroit.
Detroit, yeah, Detroit. And yeah, I'm working remotely now in Florida, but summer I live in Michigan.
Und wie hast du gehört von Yiddish Alive?
Oh, I get their question. Ich been getting emails from Florida, from my club. Within Florida, I live in club, and the club has like a Jewish, it's kind of a Jewish club, so to speak, and I've been getting emails from them, and I got this email, and I thought maybe ich can gezogen etliche Wörter in Yiddish.
Very nice. Sehr schön. Sehr schön. Welcome. I'm glad you're with us.
Danke.
Alex, ich bin euch Alex. Ich bin euch ein Engineer, and my Zayde is from Zhytomyr.
Oh my, wow.
Landsman.
Maybe the best mishpucha.
Maybe this mishpucha, yeah.
Alex,
My God.
very interesting. My
Oh, you need to do
daughter,
this.
one of my daughter is married to an Israeli diplomat.
Oh, wow.
And he was, they are now in Mexico City. And he's in Mexico City, in 2020, he was nominated and confirmed as a diplomat of the year for Israel.
Wow.
Out of 112 embassies and foreign ministries.
Mazel tov.
Wow.
Thank you.
It's amazing.
Yeah. So
Very nice.
Mexico and Zhytomyr, Alex, we have to really connect.
Yeah, we should.
I spent, and this is just maybe very quickly, on outskirts of Zhytomyr, there is a humongous Holocaust site.
Yeah.
And since 2013, I took all my family to that site, and it was an outskirts. I knew it very well. My grandparents are Geschissen. So since 2013, I spent 6 years designing with the architect in Michigan and Zhytomyr, and I built a Holocaust memorial.
Wow.
Wow, amazing.
Amazing.
Dedicated to the memory of my mother.
Kol hakavod, Alex.
Very nice.
Yasher Koyach.
Yeah, yeah,
Thank
sure.
you. So if you would like to know Alex, we got to get maybe email.
Yes,
And-
yes, yes.
Can I introduce myself?
Yes.
And who's speaking?
I am speaking.
Bill's phone. Who's Bill's phone?
I'm Toby Gottfried.
Toby, we'd love to have you introduce yourself. Sag uns ein bisschen von deiner Mishpuche und von wie hast du gelernt dein Yiddish?
My Mama comes from Belarus. Mein Vater comes from Riga, Latvia. Ich habe in mein Mishpacha wir reden nur Yiddish in Haum. Aber jetzt ich habe nicht sprechen Yiddish in a lange Zeit.
Very nice. And wie wohnst du jetzt?
What?
Where do you live now?
Ich live in Napa, California.
Wow.
Napa, okay. And the drinks das Wein?
Pardon me? You made a joke, right?
I think that's a personal
I asked you
question.
if you drink a lot of wine since you live in Napa.
I know, but I don't even drink wine.
What a waste.
I'm living with my son because my husband died very recently, and he works in the wine industry. He does computer work for them.
Ah, okay. And how many grandchildren do you have?
Oh boy, 4.
Du hast vier.
Ich habe
Einige.
Kinder.
Einiglich.
Einiglich. Okay.
And how did you learn of Yiddish alive?
Because he said so. He's a doctor.
I just saw something on my iPhone and I thought I'd join in.
On your iPhone, okay.
So
Very nice.
Joe, I think we should move on to our words of the day. Okay.
All yours.
All right. So I'm going to put Barry and Jeff on to do our topic tonight, which is going to be around weather and seasons. So
Danke.
I'm going to hand it
Bar
over to
mir
Barry.
unheiben, bevor we begin. Ich habe ein neuer Wert, was ist sehr wichtig auf Zoom. I have a new word which is really important in Zoom. Verstillt. Muted.
Frozen.
Muted.
Oh, muted.
When Mike says you're muted, du bist verstillt. So now you'll understand.
Right.
All right.
Okay.
Verstillt. Barry's going to start.
Good evening, this is Barry. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, thank you. So we're going to start with weather and seasons, and I'll give you the English word, and I'd like to hear the Yiddish word. First one is fall, F-A-L-L.
Herbst.
Fall, the following.
Somebody got it.
Harps. Yeah, harps. Yeah. Winter.
Wait, back up, Barry. Hold on, Barry, back up. So I did not understand the answer, and could you spell the word for me?
Hey guys, I'm going to have to mute everybody because some things are going on in the background. So unmute yourself when you get called out, okay? All right. Barry, you're going to have to unmute yourself to start. You're still muted, Barry.
Okay.
There you go.
Oh,
whoops. Barry, you used the word for, you're muted, Barry. You're muted. You're verstillt.
Verstillt. Du bist verstillt, Barry.
Barry, oh, you're back to us.
Yeah,
what was the word for fall?
They're herbs, like H-A-R-B-S-T.
Thank you.
Okay. Next one is summer,
If you
Somewhere.
have the answer, raise your hand.
And Mike will call upon you.
Well, I'll call on Betty. How about Betty? You got to unmute yourself. Hit the space bar or unmute. Yeah. Abe, I'm going to call on Abe. Abe, unmute yourself. I hated to have to do this, but
Okay, no, I did, yeah. Zimmer,
That's
Zoomer.
correct.
That's
Zoomer.
All right, now.
Ring.
Rain,
What?
rain.
Regen. Regen.
Say that again. I didn't hear it.
Say it again.
Freeling.
Regen.
Reagan is rain.
Rain.
Regen.
Freeling.
Freeling is spring. Okay. On to the weather. Sun. S-U-N.
Moshe, tell us.
go ahead.
Moshe.
De
Go ahead.
That's
Zun.
correct. Zoom.
De echte zin.
Yes.
Ik ben
Next
een
one.
Polish.
Lightning.
That's
Blitz.
a good one.
Blitzen.
Blitz.
Bleats is correct.
What did you say?
What you
Blitzen,
said.
huh? Yeah.
Thunder.
Doener.
Correct.
Richtig.
Lunar.
What is that?
Sky.
What?
Himmel.
Himmel. Correct. Let me scroll down a little bit. Cloud.
Volken.
Right.
Richtig.
Vulcan.
Vulcan.
What is
Wind.
it? What is it? Back up. What's
Cloud
cloud?
is Vulcan.
Spell
Like
that.
Mr. Spock.
A Vulcan.
A Vulcan.
No,
Geo-
Volken.
Volkers.
Vulcan.
Nice.
Wind.
Wind.
Correct. Fog.
Nebel.
Naples.
Nipple. Correct.
Apple.
Rain.
Reagan.
Reagan. Right. Storm.
Storm.
Sturm.
Sturm.
Storm.
Storm. Storm. Umbrella.
Regenschirm.
Say that again.
Regenschirm.
Trirem.
Es kenn's an. Regenschirm, kenn's an. Schirm oder Regenschirm.
Snow.
Hey.
Hey.
Schnee. Schnee or Schnee, depending on where
Schnee.
you lived. Okay. Last one. Snowflake.
Schneeflecken.
Schneeuwelig.
What is it?
Schneele.
Schneeuwelig.
Oh. Oh,
Schneele. It's a
Schneele.
kleine
Little
Schnee.
snow.
Schneele.
I
Jeff.
like that.
Okay. Wie sucht man auf Yiddish? How do you say in Yiddish? It is snowing.
Es schneit draußen. Es schneit.
Es fällt der Schnee. Es fällt der Schnee in draußen. It's snowing outside. You don't have to say outside. It doesn't snow inside. Es fällt der Schnee.
depends on where you are.
Ich will suchen auf Yiddish und ihr darf übersetzen auf English. I'm going to say it in Yiddish. You tell me in English. Es ist 20 Grad Fahrenheit.
It's
20
20 degrees
Fahrenheit.
Fahrenheit.
Right. It's 20 degrees Fahrenheit. Auf Englisch, wie sagt man, es ist warm.
It's warm.
It's warm.
Es ist kiel oder kalt.
It's cool.
Es ist kiel.
Cool.
So it's cool. Ich bin kalt.
I am cold.
I'm cold. You know the difference. So es ist kiel means it's cool. Ich bin kalt. I am cold.
Cold.
Wie sagt man, it's windy.
How do I?
Bloß der Wind.
Windig.
Richtig. Wer hat gesagt? Es
What?
bloß der
That was
Wind.
good. Me.
Sehr gut.
Very
Yeah.
good.
Bloß der Wind.
Bravo.
Okay. Auf Yiddish, wie es sagt man, it's raining.
It's raining.
It's Reagan.
It's Reagan.
Es
Reagan.
regnet, richtig, oder ein anderer,
Es ist am
es
Mabel.
geht Regen. Es geht Regen. The sun is shining.
The sun shines.
Es scheint die Sonne. Es
Oh.
scheint die Sonne.
Pretty
It's stormy.
Es ist ein Sturm.
Es ist ein Sturm.
Yes,
Sehr,
sir.
sehr gut.
Wow.
Okay. Es blitzt.
It's lightning.
Es blitzt und donnert.
There's thunder and lightning.
Right. You know,
Or
so
lightning and thunder.
wie soll ich so, was ist Donnerstag?
Wednesday.
Thursday.
Right. So it's Thursday. That comes from
Oh,
Donner. That's where it comes from.
wow, interesting.
Wie ist in der, wie soll ich so outside in the Reusen? Okay. Cloudy. Wie soll ich so cloudy?
Ah,
Cloud is Vulcan. Cloudy.
Volcanisch.
Noch einmal. Noch einmal.
Volcanic.
Vulcandick. Vulcandick.
Vulcan. Yeah,
Vulcandick.
yeah.
Es ist ein trockener Tag.
it's a dry
Dry
day.
day.
Dry day.
Oh, sehr gut. Ausgezeichnet. Es ist lichtig.
It's
Light.
It's
light.
bright.
Bright.
Right.
It's bright.
Es ist nass.
It's
Wet.
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 What?
It's foggy.
A Naples. Es ist ein Naples.
Es ist neppeldick.
Naples.
Oh, Nepal.
Es ist neppeldick.
Oh, Nepal.
Can you please spell that, transliterate it?
Nun ein P Lamed Dalet. Neppeldick. Neppeldick.
Nippeldick, okay, thank you.
Neppeldick.
Neppeldick.
Als ich so, es ist Fach, übersetzen zu Englisch. Es ist Fach.
It is foggy.
Close.
I could
Fach,
say something
humid.
nasty, but it's
Humid. Right.
humid.
Humid. Damp. Damp, humid. Es ist finster.
It's dark.
Dark.
It's dark.
Es ist klar.
It's clear.
It's clear.
Sehr gut, sehr gut. Okay, schön fertig.
Finish.
It's a hard Frage. If anybody has a question?
How do you say it is icy outside? How would you say it's icy?
Finish on us.
Hmm?
Glitchik.
It's icy. It is icy outside.
Glitchik?
Glitchik.
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 Slippery.
It's slippery, right.
Okay. Danke.
Well, if you, what's the word for ice in Yiddish?
Eyes.
So wouldn't you say it's ice dick? Loisen?
I don't think so.
Good question. I'll consult. How do you say it's icy?
Good
Isaac.
question, Esther.
Isaac. Isaac. Es ist Isaac.
Isaac.
Isaac. Eyes is ice. Es ist Isaac. Es ist Isaac in Deutschland. It's icy outside.
Oh,
Did you get that, Esther?
yeah.
Isaiah Isaac, yeah. Thank you.
Isaac. Thank you. Michael,
If somebody has TV or something on in the background. I don't want to have to mute everybody again. I'm going to have to, I
yeah.
think. Good. Okay, we got it. Okay, so we have a
Roz,
couple
wait a
of,
minute. Mike, Roz has her hand up.
go ahead, Rob.
That's Mama.
Betty, I'm sorry.
We can call her Mama.
Okay, come, Mama. The Wasser ist gefroren in draußen. The Wasser ist gefroren in draußen.
That's what it
The
says. it
water,
all.
Water
frozen.
frozen.
the water is frozen outside.
Bus is good.
Das ist icy.
What's the glitching?
Slippery.
Slippery,
Close.
slippery. It says glitchidic.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah, glitched. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
what about, it says a mubble? It says a
Flood.
mubble,
Flood.
It's pouring,
flood.
the flood.
right.
When I grew up, gesagt, es gießt in der Eisen.
Right.
Right.
It's pouring. It's
Yeah,
gießt,
It's
although
a
gießt
marble.
literally
Yeah,
means
This
to
is a
pour
marble.
something.
Right.
This is a marble.
And I grew up, I always thought that the Yiddish word for damp was demp.
Damn.
Demp.
No, that's only for Gedempte Fleisch.
Okay, that's it. That's eingedämmt.
My mother used to make a dish. She used to say, I said, was kochst du? It says Gedempte Fleisch.
Right.
What is that?
It's just
Gedempte
meat
Fleisch.
that's on the stove. It
That's
just
cooked and cooked and
Stewed.
cooked and
cooks
cooked.
and cooks and cooks.
Stewed meat. Stewed meat.
Right.
We call it in the South Ugadempt.
That's right. That's
It's
right.
eingedämmt.
Angedämmt. Angedämmt, right.
Means it cooks forever. You start in the morning and let it cook all day.
Was Essman? A Stück gedämmte Fleisch.
Right.
Exactly. Wow. That was the night I made sure I didn't come home from school too fast. When I knew it was Gedempte Fleisch.
Sounds like Cholent.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
not as good. Cholent is better. Cholent is better.
Matter of opinion.
Well, we have a few word of the days with our theme of weather by the editor of Forward. So let me see if I can get these shared. Hang on. 1 second here. I think I got this one. Give me 1 second to get it. And one other thing here we need to do is share computer sound. And this is Rachel Schechter. Here we go.
Shalom Aleichem. I'm Rachel Schechter, editor of the Forwards. Welcome to Yiddish Word of the Day. Ois is haze. It's hot outside. Good opportunity to learn words related to summertime.
Can't hear it, Mike.
I'm going to try to get, let me see if I
A
can.
bissel hecha, a bissel hecha.
Summer house is die Sommerwohnung. Die Sommerwohnung. Freckles are die Sommersprenkler.
Oh,
And
cute.
butterfly is das Sommerfegele. Das
Oh.
Sommerfegele. It's hot is sis haze. Sis haze. And it's humid is sis dushne.
Dushne, right.
Dushne.
The sun is really beating down hard. You say die Sonne brennt. The sun is burning. Die Sonne brennt.
That's what she's saying.
Here's a proverb that you can say when somebody asks you, how hot is it outside? Heiß wie in Bad auf der Eibischter Bank. Hot as a bathhouse when you're sitting on the highest bench. Heiß wie in Bad auf der Eibischter Bank. So let's review. I'll say the word or expression and you repeat after me. Der Sommer.
Der Sommer.
Die Sommerwohnung.
Die Sommerwohnung.
Die Sommersprenkler. Die
Sommersprenkler. Sprinkler.
Das Sommerfegele.
The Sommerfegele.
Sis haze.
Come here.
Sis haze.
Sis haze.
Sis dushne.
Sis dushne.
Die Sonne brennt.
Die Sonne brennt.
Heiß wie in Bord auf der Eberster Bank.
Hees wie in Bord auf der
Wie in
Eberster
Bord
Bank.
auf der
Hope you
Eberster
enjoyed
Bank.
our Yiddish word of the day. Until we meet again, stay safe and healthy. And if you want to watch other Yiddish words of the day, be sure to subscribe to the Forwards YouTube channel. Seid gesund.
So let's see, that was one. I have a second one from her, if I can find it. Whoops, I have to shut her off. Just a second. Pardon me.
We could barely hear her, Michael.
I don't know what the problem was because I couldn't hear her either.
Up the volume.
Well,
You should be able to adjust the volume on the bottom of the YouTube screen.
yeah, let me try it again. Oh, maybe that's it. Okay.
Shalom Aleichem.
Wait.
I'm Rachel Schechter, editor of the Forwards.
That's
Welcome
better.
to Yiddish Word of the Day. Today we'll talk about things we do in Wasser. I'm Rachel Schechter, editor of the Forwards.
Hold on, guys.
Welcome to Yiddish Word of the Day. Baden sich is
How do we
to
talk
bathe.
about the rain?
Baden sich. It could be baden sich in der Wanne, bathing in the bathtub, baden sich in der Wanne, or baden sich in der Osere, bathing in the lake. Baden sich in der Osere. Spritzen sich is to shower. Spritzen sich. Shalom Aleichem. I'm Rachel Schechter, editor of the Forwards.
All right. I'm sorry. See if we can get this one working properly. So you say it's at the bottom of the,
So you see where the little, on the bottom, 1 to the third symbol from the left, that's your volume control, right under her picture, right in the screen. We'll go up to the screen.
oh, okay.
That's it, right there. That's your
Yeah.
volume, and it's
Okay.
all the
It's
way
on
up.
maximum. Okay, so let's see if we can get this one
Yeah, okay.
properly. I will.
Shalom Aleichem. I'm Rachel Schechter, editor of the Forwards. Welcome to Yiddish Word of the Day. How do we talk about the rain? The Yiddish word for rain is der Regen. Der Regen. It's raining is
Het
zerregent. Zerregent.
Regent.
Downpour is der
Het
Mabel.
regent.
Der
It's
Mabel.
a
Mabel actually
der
means
Mabel.
flood and refers to the biblical story of Noah.
Flood, yeah.
Umbrella is der Shirim. Der Shirim. Wet is nass. Nass. If someone comes in drenched from the rain, you'd say nass wie a Schmatte. Wet as a rag. Nass wie a Schmatte. Or you could say nass wie die Mitzrim in Yamsuf, as wet as the Egyptians in the Red Sea. So let's review. I'll say the word or expression, you repeat after me. Der Regen.
Regen.
Es regnet.
Regen. Het regent.
Der Mabel.
Der
Mabel. Der Shirim.
Der Mabel.
Der Shirim.
Der Shirim.
Nass.
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 Nass wie a Schmatte. Nass
Schmatte.
Nass wie
Schmatte.
die Mitzrim in Yamsuf. Nass wie
In
die Mitzrim in Yamsuf.
Nass wie de Mitzrim
Hope you
in
enjoyed our Yiddish
Yamsuf.
word of the day. Until we meet again, stay safe and healthy as we Yiddish, seid gesund.
Sei gesund.
Very gesund.
I got that. So let's stop sharing. All right, good. So anybody have any comments on the last two?
Did you notice that humid was dushne? Jeff, that I remember that. That was my mother used to say, says dushne, which is
The
humid.
synonym for fach. I mean.
Right.
Okay.
That sounds Polish, doesn't sound Yiddish, but whatever.
Well, what is Yiddish?
That's true.
Yiddish has a lot of Slavic words.
Yes, true.
It has Hebräische Welt, Hebrew words, Deutsch, German,
Yeah.
Französisch, French, the Latin words. So
Right.
if you say,
Heute.
ich bin schlecht, ich bin schlecht, I'm going to light candles.
Candles.
Bench comes from the Latin, benedicere.
Really?
Yes. Yeah.
Interesting.
So Yiddish, just like English has Latin words, Anglo-Saxon words, Germanic words.
Right.
So Yiddish has taken words and expressions from the people, the cultures that they lived in. We saw a couple of weeks ago when we did a traveling salesman. Remember the word for that?
No.
Voyageur.
Voyageur. Voyageur.
A voyageur. Oh.
It comes from the French voyageur,
Oui.
traveler.
Yeah.
Right.
Hannah, you had your hand up?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, we overlooked a weather word, the word for hail.
Ah.
Hugel.
Hugel.
Google.
Hugel.
I think you're right, yes.
Alta Hugel.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
So how would you
Danke.
say it's feeling outside?
As Hugelt.
Es geht der Hugel.
Oh.
What about tornado?
Es geht der
Tornado.
tornado. I don't know that one.
They didn't have tornadoes back then.
Right, exactly.
Betty, go ahead.
Betty.
You have your hand up.
Do we have to stick with weather? Because I'd like to ask Joe and Jeff.
Go ahead.
Have you heard of the word obsolescence?
Obsolescence.
Intentional.
In spite.
That comes from-
In spite of.
Huh?
No.
Obsolescence.
In spite.
And that comes from the Hebrew, of to lahachis, just to make somebody angry.
And also,
No.
can I say?
Obsolescence.
Obsolescence. Last week, Turner Classic. they
Yes.
had- I don't know if y'all saw it or not, but the name of it was Tevye. And
Tevye.
Maurice Schwartz was in
Mhm.
it. I think it was from 1930 something. And it was all in Yiddish. And it was so beautiful. That's where they took Fiddler from the Roof from this show. It was-
Tevye de Milichike. That's right.
yeah, but it was just
Mhm.
Tevye, just Tevye. And I enjoyed it so much. I didn't understand him as much as I did the women. The women spoke slowly and with their heart, and all he was crying the whole time is, "Aboyne shalom, aboyne shalom." I
Actually,
enjoyed it. Did any of you see it?
Yeah.
I saw the Dybbuk, which was on right before Tevye.
It
Covered.
was really?
Yes, the
the
Dybbuk.
Dybbuk.
I saw
Of
that.
Yiddish.
Dybbuk was, there were actually three of those movies. The Dybbuk, Tevye, and let's see,
The Dybbuk and not the devil.
there was another one, shoot.
Olam?
The Dybbuk, Tevye, and
Dybbuk
Mir
and-
Kumen. Mir Kumen was also, there were
Mir
three
Kumen.
films on Turner Classic Movies in Yiddish. And they were all wonderful.
Wow.
You know what a Dybbuk
Do
is?
you have a
You-
Yiddish channel down there? Do you have a Yiddish
No.
channel?
No.
This is Turner
Turner Classic
Classic,
Movies,
Turner
TCM.
Movie
Oh,
Classics,
really?
TMC, yeah.
Probably
It was wonderful. I enjoyed it so much.
If you have a streaming channel for Turner Classic Movies, they usually repeat them on, if it's streaming.
Which one? I don't think it's screaming. No, I don't think so. I just think they showed one night of Yiddish movies, which were all wonderful. And they were introduced beautifully, and then they spoke about them afterwards. And actually, Tevye, I enjoyed almost as much as the musical, Fiddler on the
Right.
Roof, because
Mhm.
it was wonderful.
Was Turner showing these because of Hanukkah?
I imagine so.
Yes.
Depends on,
Let me ask you, is a Dybbuk a spirit?
yes, it's a
Yeah.
possession.
Yeah.
The
It's
bad
not a
spirit.
devil. The devil's a
No, it's
tybal.
the devil.
No.
Tybal. The Dybbuk is a spirit that possesses somebody, according to Yiddish folklore.
Right.
So that
Bad spirit.
But Dibik has also extension, Dibik, action and Mishimik.
the soul.
So I was very stubborn. Dibik is very stubborn, and action.
Action
and
is.
Going back to of Tzaluchas,
Yeah.
would you define that as woe is me?
No,
No.
no.
Just for spite.
Yeah, for spite, in spite.
For
Of
spite.
Tzaluchas,
For
spite.
spite.
Isn't it Tzilahuchas? Not Avtzaluchas, isn't it Tzilahuchas?
That's the
No,
Hebrew.
Tzaluchas.
That's
Is
more,
it? Oh, is it more Hebrew? Oh, okay.
yeah, of Tzaluchas is.
Avtzaluchas.
of
Can I tell you
Tzaluchas.
what a Dybbuk is?
Yeah.
It's usually the soul of someone who is deceased, who was wronged in some way and is not going to rest until the wrong is righted. And that soul possesses someone who is still alive.
Oh. Right.
Where did you find that, Candy?
Where did I find that? I went to a Jewish day school that taught Yiddish and taught Jewish history and taught that's where I learned it.
Interesting.
Wow.
I studied I studied Sholem Aleichem and Sholem Ash and Yud Lamed Peretz, all in Yiddish.
Wow.
Turn your screen down just a little so we can see your face.
Yeah,
There you are.
Unfortunately, I can't do that because I'm recovering from eye surgery and they're making me hang upside down. I'm sorry. The
Are you
next time I
kidding?
can. No,
And
no,
you joined us anyway, upside down.
There
We
you
love
go.
it.
There you go.
This is the way I don't look this bad normally, but anyway, yeah, I have a hole in my eye.
Oh, no.
What's the Yiddish word for upside down?
Or
Moshe Kapoya.
Umgekehrt.
Oh, yeah.
What is it?
Moshe Kapoya.
Moshe
Umgekehrt.
Kapora. Yeah,
No,
that's right.
Kapoya.
Moshe,
I
mit
thought
dem
that was
Kopf,
backwards.
mit dem
Mit dem
Kopf
Kopf.
auf,
No,
mit dem
mit
Kopf
Kopf
auf,
auf.
mit dem Kopf auf, Füße rauf.
Peace of life, yeah.
Und mit den Füßen rauf.
Oh,
Feet up.
oh, the feet
Auch
up.
aber mit der Kopf in die Räder rein und
No.
und Tarif.
No, no.
Be careful. Jenisch dorten.
Yeah.
Go there.
Oy vey,
So,
Mary.
Wachsen wir jetzt über.
So the
Yeah.
saying, Moshe gepoilet,
Soll's wachsen
where did
wie
that
ein
come from?
Zwiebel.
I don't know. Moshe
Sibyl mit
Kapoya,
dem Kopf
upside
und
down.
Räder ran.
Soll's
That's a
wachsen
curse,
wie ein
though.
Zwiebel. Mit dem
Anybody
Kopf
know where
in
that saying came from?
Which saying?
What saying?
Does.
Moshe, somebody upside
Moshe
down.
Kapoya.
Moshe
Moshe
Kapoya.
Kapoya.
Moshe
Everything
Kapoor.
backwards.
It's somebody
No,
who
no. That's not upside down. That's backwards. Moshe
Moshe
Kapoya
Moshe
Kapoor.
Kapoya is back,
back.
right.
Okay.
It's somebody who always has to contradict whatever's being said to him. He'll
Contrary.
have to say the opposite.
The opposite, right.
My uncle used to say, darf wachsen, als Zwiebeln, mit
Yeah.
der Kopf in Dreher.
Oh,
Füße näher.
That's right.
But that's
Yeah.
a curse. That's a curse that you would give on someone.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah,
love
these are Yiddish curses. I did a project on Yiddish curses for my degree in education.
Oh my goodness.
And you
All right.
In English, no, in English. It was at an English university. I'm not an American. I'm Canadian.
Yay.
Oh, are you? Where are you from? Where are you from?
Well, I was born and I grew up in Winnipeg, if you've ever heard of it, but I've lived in Toronto most of my life.
Oh, so we're from Toronto. The top three here are from Toronto.
Right.
Marilyn, myself,
My
oh,
granddaughter's,
Rosie,
my
Rosie.
granddaughter's
I'm
at the
from Toronto.
university. My
There's five
granddaughter's at the
sisters.
University of Toronto.
Wonderful.
Good school.
You're gonna hook, Edie, you'll hook them up. So
I'm
let me
glad
just-
I grew up in Winnipeg because I would not have gotten into U of T. I was not a scholar.
So just for interest, we bought this Jewish Soul Classic of Yiddish cinema on Amazon, I think it was. And there were 10 movies on this. I think there's like five Blu-ray discs. So if anybody's interested in seeing that,
I've got 'em.
I think
I've
the
got 'em.
Dybbuk was one of them. Yeah. So this is worth your while. And some of these are American, and some of these are back from Europe. So I've got, before we finish, Esther had I've got a bunch of videos to show, but I'm going to show this one. That Esther had recommended. I just have to find it somewhere.
Yes, that's it. The Hult is giving a type. That's it. Yeah.
I have to find it so that I can start it. Okay. Now let's make sure that I got my sound all the way up. And
Esther, is that you singing?
this is
Yeah.
Esther.
That's right.
This is Esther. All right. Let's see if we can get this going. All right, here we go.
Am Morgen gegessen gute Essens und getrunken Wein mit gute Freund. Gute Zeiten Träumen nicht vergessen, verschlossen seien alle Tieren heint. Zeit, man hat verbringt mit Leid, das Leben gewesen, sie sind fein. Getrunken Wein mit Freund, das ist schon nicht heim. Jene Zeit ist vorbei. Getrunken Wein mit Freund, das ist schon nicht Zeiten ist vorbei. Und gekommen heute die Welt am Macke. Covid-19 hat gebrennt an Eck. Und jetzt alle Menschen, alle Länder, können kein der warten sonst. Die Kränk ist steht bei dir und wart auf dir und mir über Tag und über Nacht. Die Kränk ist steht bei dir und wart auf dir und mir über Tag und über Nacht. Es starben in der Nacht viele gute Menschen und für dir kein Covid ist nicht da. Heim gedenken mir die gute Zeiten, weil es wird noch kommen, unser Show. Wir haben FaceTime halt, wo wir treffen Freund. Durch Zoom und YouTube singen wir und schaffen Lieder fein und denken sei wie Wein. A Quolle kommen wir zu dir. Ja, wei, wir schaffen Lieder fein und trinken sei wie Wein. A Quolle zu dir. Covid-19 wird bei uns nicht spoilen. Wir werden sicher überkommen dir. Und wir werden weiter singen und tanzen und leben frei und wanzen. Werden wir, oh yeah, oh yeah, 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 yeah. Es wird noch seine Zeit mit weiter
that Linka Lichtenberg?
Yes.
Is that who it was?
Yes.
Lichtenberg.
Oh, wow. Danke
I thought you
schön.
would enjoy that. It was so appropriate.
Oh, yes. Oh, wow, wow, wow.
Very good.
Es gewesen sehr schön.
There, Shine.
Yeah. Yeah.
How do you get recording of this? I'd like to send to my mother-in-law.
I can send it to you. I can send it to you if you like. Oh, well, I don't know if you can send it.
No, yeah, I'm going to
I would
post
love
these.
it.
Yeah, next Sunday, we send out this whole session video. And what I'll do is I'll also share the clips as a special link, so you can see the link to this.
You can also
great.
Google her name.
Yeah.
And it'll come up on YouTube.
That's right.
So we're about out of time, and I have one more that somebody shared with me. It's called the West Side Hanukah Story, and I hate to wait till next year. You guys interested in seeing one more?
Yeah.
Yes.
Sure.
Oh, sure.
Let me see if I-
It's very good. I saw it.
Hold on. I gotta find out how to share.
All
this.
right.
I got a
So,
problem. It is not showing.
I was just reading an article about Leonard Bernstein, who said that the original West Side Story was called East Side Story, and it was about Jews and Catholics.
That's correct. That's the way it was originally done. I read that same article. I don't know where I saw that.
On Facebook. I saw
So
it on
why
Facebook.
did they change it?
Because they didn't think it would sell.
That's right.
I see. Okay.
But
Yeah.
the people involved in West Side Story were mostly Jewish. Jerome Robbins,
Yes,
Sondheim, Bernstein,
yes.
Kern.
Yeah.
They also wanted to use, as I understand it, a social situation which was more pertinent to folks, particularly living in New York at the time.
Right, at the time.
Well, hold on
I just thought that was interesting, but Leonard Bernstein.
That is, I didn't know that, Marilyn.
Mhm.
Interesting.
All right, here we go. So this is the West Side Hanukah Story.
I saw it. It's great.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Candles were lighting on Hanukah. Blessings reciting on Hanukah. Fried foods were biting on Hanukah. Family uniting on Hanukah. I made a clay dreidel to spin. Why does it only land on shin? Sufgani, you're with my family. I'll take a latke if you please. Chocolate money on Hanukah. Latkes are crunchy on Hanukah. Presents from Bobby on Hanukah. I want a puppy for Hanukah. Latka. Menorah, come gather around the menorah and light each candle's flame while proudly we proclaim we're free. Menorah, recall the great temple's menorah and how the oil they found kept burning strong and proud brightly. Menorah, watch the flames as they're dancing, swaying. Feel the joy of the blessings we're saying. Menorah, with 8 lights, it's called Hanukah. Dear
We're mighty Antiochus, you gotta understand.
You boys can kiss our tuchus to get out of our land.
The soldiers smashed our temple, and all our oil is bad. Goodness gracious, now you made us mad. Gee, King Antiochus, you're really obtuse. You'll never get us worshipping Apollo or Zeus. We don't bow to idols you're made out of wood.
This polytheism's no good.
It's no good, it's no good, it's no good. No, it's just no good. All this polytheism's no good.
Eight nights, we celebrate God's might and Maccabees for saving the day. Eight nights, a festival of lights. We give thanks that we've lived to this day. 8 days we'll have this celebration for miracles that happen, the victories and the light. Now here we are, our hearts and candles shining like stars. 8
That was great.
Happy Hanukkah.
Very cute. That was so good.
Wasn't exactly Yiddish, but
Very nice.
somebody sent that to me. I thought you all like it, even though. it
Very
was-
creative.
Very cute.
Very cute.
You include that when you send out the other stuff?
Oh, please. Yeah, I'll send that all out. And it
Yeah,
will all,
that's
it
great.
will all be on the recording too, so we'll send those two out.
You can Google that anyways.
Fantastic.
So Joe, Esther, Barry, Jeff, do you have anything else that you'd like to
A
do
gute
today?
Nacht zu alle.
We'll see you,
A gute Nacht.
we'll see you in 2 weeks.
In 2 Wochen dem.
It was a
Thank you,
beautiful.
everybody.
Letzane Jonte.
Schönen Dank.
Alles sein gut. Setz on noch Christmas?
Y'all do
Sei
a
gesund.
beautiful job.
Alle sei gesund.
Sei gesund.
Sei
Sei
gesund.
gesund und stark.
Ja.
All right.
Gute Nacht.
Later.
Scheinem Dank. Scheinem Dank.
Laila Tov.
Good night, everybody.
Laila Tov.
Laila Tov.
A gute Nacht.
Gute Nacht.
I'm going to end